Hey, what's going on, everyone? James and Numbers here. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, we are going to be going over the cast of Big Brother 27, which was released yesterday. I'm sorry I'm a little late on this, but you know what? Better late than never. So, this is Big Brother 27, and before we do that, let's read the development real quick, read the background. First news of this season was announced by the show itself ahead of an official renewal announcement from CBS, with the casting call being aired during the final four eviction of Big Brother 26. On October 9, 2024, a season 26 post-interview season with executive producers Alison Grodner and Rich Meehan was held, where they teased the essence of the three-nominee and live competition for safety twists of the AI Arena is likely to return for Big Brother 27. On May 14, 2025, it was announced that the season would have a 90-minute premiere on Thursday, July 10, 2024, followed by another 90-minute episode the next Saturday. Traditional Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday episode schedule return, with all episodes airing at 8 p.m. throughout the season. In a first, all Wednesday episodes will be at 90 minutes for the duration of the season, while the Sunday and Thursday episodes would return to an hour-long format following the premiere week. It was also announced that a special companion show, Big Brother Unlocked, would air every other Friday at 8 p.m. starting July 25. The companion show would feature an alumni panel of three quote-unquote all-stars, similar to the special episode aired last season featuring winners Cody Calafieri, Taylor Hale, and Jack Baines. This totals up to 4.5 hours of Big Brother on air weekly, the most hours since its launch, honoring the 25th anniversary of the premiere with the supersized season marked as the quote-unquote biggest season ever. On July 2, 2025, the house pictures were revealed alongside the main theme of the season, a summer of mystery, the house itself being designed as a haunted hotel by the name Hotel Mystère. Many twists for the season were hinted, including the announcement of a special mystery guest alongside a tease at more secrets as is the theme. It was also announced that the live feeds would begin after the first Sunday episode on July 13, confirming the continued absence of a live premiere / move-in and night one feeds like with BB26. It was reported that the house guests will move in on July 8th, which was yesterday, as of this video's recording, 4 days after the 25th anniversary of the first move-in during Big Brother 1. Interesting. Here are the twists that are going to be happening as of right now. BB Blockbuster. Returning from the previous season, the newly renamed BB Blockbuster will give house guests a last chance opportunity to save themselves on eviction night. A summer of mystery. The Big Brother house is transformed into a suspense-filled hotel complete with secrets, hidden passageways, and a mysterious vibe that sets the stage for a summer of intrigue. Mystery house guests. In a season full of surprises, the premiere will be filled with unexpected twists and turns, including a masked visitor, a secret accomplice, and the shocking arrival of a mystery house guest whose identity will remain under wraps, at least for now. Skeleton keys. House guests are welcomed by a wall of 75 key boxes, some filled with skeleton keys and other clues that might reveal themselves later in the game. And yeah, look at this is the house. This is the cast for Big Brother 27, and we actually do have the bios here on this website, parade.com. And with that being said, I think it's time to go over the cast. First up, we have our man Adrian Rocha, a 23-year-old from San Antonio, Texas, who is a carpenter. His reaction to be on Big Brother: I don't think words can describe how excited I am to be here in the Big Brother house, honestly. Because in my head, I am the greatest Big Brother player this world has yet to see, and I'm ready to prove it. All right, I already think that Adrian's going to be a little bit more on top of his head. But we'll see what happens. Why do you think he'll win Big Brother? I freaking slept on the floor. I did every single pass. I've trained for comps. I've made my own slop. I've been training. Okay, this person's a super fan. I've been reading so many psychology books. Yeah, like that'll help. I mean, it might help a bit, but you know, I think he's I think he's I think he's overhyping himself in my opinion. But anyways, I've trained to beat this game in all three aspects: the social, strategic, and physical. I'm here to play the game and win Big Brother. I'm here to win the money for my family, but also to become the greatest of all time. We'll see about that. That's my personal thing. I don't think I've ever seen anyone analyze the game like I have, and I'm just excited to see myself after I win because I think that's the best part for me. I get to watch back and see greatness. We'll see. There's not a single aspect that I haven't trained for. This game is made up of three things: the strategical, and the physical. I train when it comes to the physical. I train to win any single comp that has been seen and unseen, right? I have built my own wall comp. I did balance beams. I studied the giant dice game. I studied the stacking gap. I studied every single possible Big Brother competition there is to know, and I trained for anything else. I trained my balance. I trained for my endurance. Basically, he is a super fan. He basically has been practicing a lot, but I doubt that it's. I think some of it might come into fruition, but I doubt that much will come into fruition. That's just my opinion. And when it comes to social, like I said, I've studied almost every social psychology book you could think of. I know what it takes to get someone to like you, so it's not about how much you have in common with someone as how much you can make them think you have in common with them, right? And the way I like to define strategic, the social, who you have influence over, and the strategic is how you use that influence. So the first stage, the early game, the social game is the most important part. You have to build up these relationships because you can't be strategical in the first session because you can't use that influence if you haven't built that influence. All right, what's his secret? I live and breathe Big Brother. Yeah, there's no surprise he's a super fan. I won't tell them I make my own swap. I won't tell them I slept on the floor to train for the have-not room. I won't tell them I built my own balance beam comps, my own wall comps. The most iconic comp in Big Brother, the wall comp? Yeah, I built that. I had that in my backyard. I do it every Wednesday. It's called Wall Comp Wednesdays. Wow. Are you a super fan of Big Brother? Here we go. Dude, oh my lord, I don't even like saying super fan. I am the best fan. I am a super genius, a social assassin, and a strategic mastermind here. Yes, I'm a super fan of Big Brother. There is no one more qualified to play this game than me. Bro, I studied the physical, I studied the social, I studied the freaking strategical, man. There's no one that could beat me. There's no one that can out-socialize me. There's no one that can out-strategize me. And if you don't believe it, just watch. You'll see it in time. How will you crush your enemies? All right, I'm gonna turn off the AC real quick. Da-da-da-da. It depends. The way I break it down is just three stages: early, mid, and end. And in the early stages, you want to get rid of people that you just can't find similarities with. You don't have a bond with people that you just can't see working long term or you can't use. Mid game, you want to take out the comp beasts. You want to take them out at jury, but right before final six, because person that final six person can play the veto, right? Meaning at the final six, everyone will be able to play the power veto competition. That's what he's saying. So you can guarantee your safety all the way to the end, to the fight to the end. If you could get out all the comp beasts before the final six, and plus if you get the copies out in jury, this is so underestimated. Comp beasts tend to favor a good game, right? So when you have the jury full of comp beasts that you've taken out yourself, and you strategically explain to them how you strategically kick them out of the house, I mean, they're going to respect your game more than someone that may be bitter. I mean, it just depends who you are, but I mean, most likely I'll do it with a smile so that you love me at the end. I think he's gonna overhype himself way too much. I think he's gonna be in for a big shock in the Big Brother house. What makes Big Brother such a successful show? The reason why I love Big Brother, and I think why the fans love coming in, is because the drama, the faces, the strategic play. Yeah, honestly, sometimes in Big Brother we have pretty faces, but to be fair, you could get that anywhere. This is not The Bachelor. This isn't Love Island. That's true. This isn't other TV shows. This is Big Brother. This is backstabbing. This is lying. Yeah, you can do that in Survivor as well, but I see your point. This is strategic manipulation. This is social influencing. You not only have to figure your way through this social landscape, but you have to also survive. For your survival, you have to vote other people out. You have to sometimes betray your own friend, maybe even your own alliance to get to the end, you know. I think that's what makes Big Brother Big Brother. So I think what makes Big Brother is the social dynamic. Like I said, finding your way to the social landscape, competing to your physical cons, being strategic with who you get rid of, who you keep by your side, knowing that they could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. I think that alone separates Big Brother from any other show. It combines the physical, the strategical, and social. What other game is going to have that? Survivor. Survivor has that. But hey, I get it. Big Brother is special. What's your strategy going to the game? My strategy coming to the BB house is first we gotta focus on the early game. The early game is all about social, building those connections, being social with every day. Yep. Because the second stage is strategic, at the end is physical. I mean, I want to be the first HOH to start establishing alliances, to make alliances, create lines, choose from a position of power, but it depends because if I could get away with it, I would strategically throw the first HOH if I feel safe with the final two people standing there. Because if I'm willing to be the third person out, as long as I trust the final two that are still hanging on. But if not, if it's somebody that I don't think I could get along with, I'm gonna have to gun for the HOH. Dude, why wouldn't I be the one to win? Well, we'll see. His biggest strengths? I grew up pretty weird as a kid, haven't we all? So I didn't really know how to socialize, but as I got older, I learned how to get along with everybody, the nerds, the jocks, young or old. Today, as a carpenter, I work with a lot of older ladies and single moms. That's nice. But I mean, sometimes it's older gentlemen as well, but people that just need help. But other than just getting along with personalities, I think one of the things is I really do care a lot about people and who they are. And I think I'm a great listener and observer, and I think I really make people feel seen and heard. I learned in life that honesty is always the best thing. Alright, he's going to be playing the social game to start. That's pretty nice. But, honesty? Mm, I think that's going to be a double-edged sword. Really depends on how things go. And let me get rid of this damn ad for a second. What's his biggest weakness? My weaknesses would probably be two things. Being honest, even if it's brutal, like farting or just caring about people too much, because I think I might have a difficult time. Okay, someone who's honest. Honest. Anyways, I know one of my rules is to play logically, not emotionally, but I really do care about the people I meet, and even though it's a competition and I'm gonna have to evict everybody, it's still gonna hurt. Wow, some honesty. Well, at least he does acknowledge some truths to the game, so that's good. If I'm with my ride or die and I know I have to win, if I know that his game is just too good of a chance to take to the end, I'm going to have a hard time cutting them loose. But I feel like I have to do it because it's part of my rules. You got to think logically, not emotionally. That's going to be tough. But I mean, I think I'll be able to handle it when the situation arises, but I don't know. I feel like my weaknesses are my strengths in a way, because you can't go wrong with honesty, right? Oh, you can go. Things can go wrong with honesty. Trust me, man. What are you bringing to the show that nobody else has seen before? Honestly, I'm a bit weird. There's a lot of things you don't know about me. I like picking up things with my feet. Love playing with toys. Nice. I mean, people don't play with toys enough. There's a lot of things that you're just gonna have to find out as the show goes on. But I think the thing I really want to bring the most is a strategic game. I've never seen anyone break down the game like I have. And as the game goes on, once I meet these people, I could better strategize and get a feel for who they are. You can see me, how I manipulate, influence all these people to get them to do my bidding. And I'm ready, and I'm really excited to see like myself kill this game better than anyone has before. Better than Dan Giesling, better than Derek from season 16, better than Dr. Whale, better than any of the greats you could think of. I believe that I could beat them any day. Alright, that's it for Adrian. How do I think he's gonna do? Uh, I don't think he's going to be a good player. I mean, he does acknowledge some realities, but I think there might be some good strategic instances here or there. But I think he could totally be taken out in the middle of the games. Either he barely misses the jury, or he's in the early jury. That's how I see it. With that being said, next is Amy Bingham, a 43-year-old from Stockton, California, as an insurance agent. Why does she want to play Big Brother? I want to compete in Big Brother because I feel I can win. I know I can win. I feel like it's a dream of strategy and connections, and I'm good at building connections with people. Alright, a social player, okay? What's your strategy into the game? I'm hoping to play the game by having women's backs. Okay, women's solidarity, that's her gameplay. I want us women to stick together and really get those boys out. I really do. It hasn't ever been done successfully, and I feel like it needs to be done. 27 seasons. Let's go, girl. Let's go. Come on, girls. Let's get it together and play together. We are so powerful together. Let's do this and get the boys out. Duh. I get where she's going in, but at the same time, there have been a lot of female winners. In fact, last season's winner, Chelsea Bam, actually played a perfect game last season. So you don't necessarily have to play an all-girls alliance to win. So there's that. What makes Big Brother such a successful show? Big Brother has been such a success because people people like to watch what people do. Are they going to backstab their best friend? What are they going to do to get the money? Who are they going to have to lie to get someone out? I am ready to play. I'm so excited. Whoever I need to blindside, I'm ready to do it. Why will you win, Big Brother? I'm going to win, Big Brother, because I'm gonna make smart moves. I'm gonna have a girls' alliance. Hopefully, we get good girls in the house that are able to do a girls' alliance, and people are gonna love me. Honestly, we'll see about that. I believe in Big Brother 24, an all girls alliance has been tried, but it kind of fell apart after a while, and this all girls alliance was obsessed with getting rid of Taylor, who would end up being the winner of that season for bullying and no. Big Brother, the All Girls Alliance from Big Brother 24 did try to get rid of Taylor because she was way too social with the guys, and that All Girls Alliance did end up receiving a lot of pushback because they were bullying Taylor, especially their leader Paloma, who actually ended up quitting the game. But yeah, we'll have to see how this All Girls Alliance goes exactly. So with that being said, where was I? What makes Big Brother such a successful show? Big Brother has been such a success because people like to watch what people do. Are they going to backstab their best friend? What are they going to do? Oh, I already read this. I already read that part. My bad. Why will you win, Big Brother? I'm going to win, Big Brother, because I'm going to make smart moves. I'm going to have a girls' alliance. I think I've read this part as well. My bad. Damn, I'm a lot off my game. I'm sorry about that, guys. What are your biggest strengths? I can read people. I can read what they say. I can read especially what they don't say, so my social game is going to be my biggest strength in the house. Your biggest weakness? My son said my biggest weakness is telling the wrong person the wrong thing, so I might trust the wrong person. Oh, okay, she's gonna try to play a social game, but she might not do well. I have to be careful of that. If I let my guard down and I spill the beans and tell someone something I probably shouldn't, so I have to be very careful of that and mindful of who I say what to. Would you be open for a showmance? I'd be so down for a showmance if the right showmance partner was in the house. But my son said no. He's like, Mom, no showmances. Don't do it. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll listen to him. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Oh, that's messed up. I'll be honest, I think her son is right. I don't think it's necessarily the best idea to start a showmance because you could build a target. So I think her son would be a better player than Amy, to be honest with you, in my humble opinion. Will you be more of a hero or a villain in the house? I'm a lover. I'm a girl's girl, and I feel like I might be the mama bear in the house if people are upset or crying. I don't like people hurting, so I try to be there for them if they need someone to talk to or some advice. So I feel I'll probably be more of a hero. All right. How do you plan to approach the competitions? I'm a little afraid of comps, but I'm gonna try to do my best. Hopefully they don't crush me in these comps. I'm gonna try. I've been working out, but we'll see. I don't know. I just have to see. I'm a little afraid of some of the comps. What's going to be your secret weapon? My secret weapon is my personality. I think most people are going to love me. Most people will like me. At least if they don't love me, they'll like me. I think that's going to be my secret weapon for sure. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be a secret weapon necessarily, but we'll see. I don't think so, in all honesty. I don't think a personality is really a secret weapon, to be honest. Tell us a little about your life in the outside world and how that has prepared you for Big Brother. On the outside world, I'm such a woman's woman. Yeah, this is gonna be her bio essentially. About being a girl's girl. Basically her strategy is being loyal to the girls, getting rid of the guys, and she might accidentally risk exposing something that she shouldn't. So overall, I don't know if this girls alliance is probably gonna collapse, and I think she could potentially be an early boot. Tell us a little about your life in the outside world. On the outside of the house, I'm such a woman's woman. I'm all about the girls, women empowerment. I'm there for my girls. I'm a ride or die for my girls, and I'm going to be the same in the house. I can't wait to have a women's alliance in the house. It feels so exciting. How do you feel about having to make big moves to win the game? I won't be afraid to make big moves if I need to. I have made big moves in my personal life. I will make big moves in the Big Brother house. I will blindside anyone if needed. I won't be afraid of doing big moves. I won't be afraid to do it. What are some standout moments from the past 25 years of Big Brother? The standout moments are when Mackenzie gave Chelsea the win last season. It's kind of crazy. For me, I was like, oh my god, she totally could have won the game if she brought Cam because she would have won and she didn't. Oh yeah, Mackenzie did not even get a single vote last season. That was brutal. She made quite a number of mistakes last time that costed her the game massively. So for me, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is such a bad move. That was terrible to make that move at that point in time. What will be the hardest part of playing Big Brother? I'm gonna miss my baby so much. I told them I'm gonna talk to them all the time on the live feeds. So just watch the live feeds all the time because I will literally be talking to them all the time. My three P's, my angels. Okay, that's it for Amy. How do I think she's gonna do? I'll be honest with you. I think she's gonna be an early boot. In all honesty. Next is Ashley Hollis, a 25-year-old from originally from Chicago, Illinois, who's now currently living in New York, and she's an attorney. Ooh, an attorney. Attorneys have had a really good history of winning this game, so we'll see what happens. What's your reaction to getting to play Big Brother? Oh my gosh, it feels amazing. I am so excited. When I got the call, I was like, no way, no way. I am so excited to be here. I've been watching this game for many, many years, and it feels so surreal to be in the diary room spilling tea with you. I'm so over the moon to be here. It's an amazing opportunity, and I feel truly blessed, and I'm ready to get my hands dirty. Why do you want to play Big Brother? I want to compete on Big Brother because I have been watching this game since I was a little girl. I am ready to get the blood on my hands and take these people out one by one, baby. Let's go! Excitement, I love it. Why will you win, Big Brother? I will be the one to win, Big Brother, because I think people won't see me coming. Okay, I think she's going to play similar to a Chelsea game, and hey, it's not bad. It's not a bad plan. It worked last time, but that plan won't. You have to remember, one plan doesn't work for anyone. In fact, one plan usually only works for like one person, based on and conditions are always different in every Big Brother season. So you got to be mindful of that. But with that being said, I think they see me that I think they see that I'm this fashionable, cutesy kind of girl. But it's like, no, I'm a competitor. I was born to be a competitor. I grew up doing pageants and competing in modeling and track, and so I've always been a competitor, and I want to be the best at everything I do, not only for myself, but also I'm trying to knock the competition over. And so I think people won't know that I'm this really strategic person, that I have a law degree from one of the top 14 law schools in the country, and they won't see me coming. They won't see the strategy coming, and I love that. Tell us a little about your life in the outside world and how that has prepared you for Big Brother. So, a little bit about myself. I have a background in pageantry and modeling and performing. All right. I grew up in the arts, but I'm also a competitor in the sense of athleticism. I was on the competitive dance team. I ran track. I am an active Pilates member. Cool. So, I think I definitely had that side of me, and I definitely grew up trying to be the best at everything. I mean, my parents always prioritized education just because of their background. I grew up from a two-parent household where they didn't really grow up with a lot of money, and education was really that pillar for them to get success and to see success. They're first generation college students, and so I think I've always carried the weight to be the best at everything I do and excel in everything I do. And so I did. I took the hardest classes in high school. I took honors. I graduated with honors, and then I went to the Loyola, and then I went on to Loyola Marymount University, where I graduated magna cum laude out of business school. And then, of course, I'm now an attorney. And I graduated from Georgetown Law, which is the top 14 law school in the nation. So I think I've had all of these pillars of education. I am a secret nerd. Oh, okay. An actual secret weapon. That could be cool. I think she might be able to hide her attorney occupation really well. I think that's going to be a good secret weapon for her. Now, obviously, I think that means she is going to hide her career, and it's not really that special anymore for people to hide information. Because people do it like so often, and it's just getting old. You know what I mean? With that being said, so I think I've had all these pillars of education. I'm secretly a nerd, and I think that's really led me to where I am. I'm very meticulous about the things that I do, and I think that this is really going to be something beneficial in this game because I am someone who is always trying to pursue to not only be my best but beat the competition. Her biggest strengths. I think my biggest strengths are that I am really strategic because I'm an attorney. I call myself a strategy assassin because I know how to see a set of facts, take it, spit it in my favor, and spit it back out so that that person believes what I'm saying is the only way and the only truth. And so I think that's going to be a huge strength in the game because I'm really going to be able to flip what people say to get my benefit out of what I want them to say and what I want them to think out of whatever it is. And I think another one of my strengths will be just my social game. So she's kind of aiming to be a strategic social player. Okay, I'm very outgoing, I'm very bubbly, I'm very warm. People get close to me really fast, and I think I'm going to use that. Unfortunately, against them in the game, I'm going to get close, keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer, and I will be ready to stab someone in the back when it's time. I'll be able to do that so seamlessly just because of my social game and making these emotional connections with the other house guests. What's her strategy? My strategy in the Big Brother house is definitely going to rely on my social game. I'm not going to be the one winning the competitions in the beginning. I'm not. So she's going to be throwing a lot of competitions in the beginning of the early stages of the game. All right. I'm not. I'm only going to win when I have to win, and I think that is also part of my strategy. I'm only going to win when I have to win. That's not always a reliable strategy, I do have to say, because sometimes when you need to win, it doesn't happen and you could get yourself sent home. So I don't know about this part right here. I don't know. And I think that this is also part of my strategy because I want to come off like I'm just this little lackadaisical girly girl, not a competitor, not a threat. But really, it's all up in here. I'm a mental threat, baby, and I think they're not going to see that coming. And so I think, yeah, I'm going to come in and build my social capital from day one. I'm going to be clocking who is talking to who's flirting with who. Even if it's me flirting, I'm clocking that too. Oh, so I didn't think about this, but she might be in a showmance. I think it's less likely that she'll be in a showmance compared to other people, but, excuse me. I need to turn my fan off. Oh my god, I'm sorry about that, guys. There can only be one showmance. If there is one, and it would be mine, because otherwise the showmance has got to go. Two people voting together, that's not good for my game, so I'm going to be someone clocking who is talking to who. So she's going to be paying attention to others' conversations. And yeah, I'm going to be someone who is very paying attention and connecting with everyone, even if I don't like them, because I'm going to keep my friends close and my enemies closer. Okay, that's basically that's basically her game plan, and I'm going to rely on that building social capital in the house. And then toward the end, I'm going to ramp up and win competitions. Yeah, this type of strategy, people always tend to like go for it. This type of strategy, it like you throw competitions at the beginning and then wait till the end to win it out. I mean, it's a decent strategy, but there's enough flaws to it to where it might not work. But what's her biggest weakness? Her biggest weakness is empathy. I really empathize with people and I feel really close to people really fast. Sometimes I don't reveal too much, but I do feel emotional connections if it's there fast. And I think that'll be my weakness in the game because you really have to be strategic about when to let people go. You can't be a wagon carrying everyone along, and so I just think I'm gonna have to cut that emotional side off of me and be able to just be like, okay, it's time for you to go, and I gotta send you packing because I'm trying to get this 750K. Yeah, over the years, people have been always been saying that, and now that I see this, what people say about this biggest weakness, I'm glad Chelsea's being no. Oh, I'm sorry, Ashley's being honest. I'm getting Ashley and Chelsea mixed up. I really think they're gonna play. I think Ashley's gonna play a similar game to Chelsea. I really do. I just don't think it'll work this time, but we'll see. Do you have plans on keeping secrets about yourself from the other house guests? I'm never going to reveal myself that I'm attorney, no surprise there. I'm going to come in saying that I work in social media marketing in New York. Okay, that's believable. So I am going to be truthful about where I live, but I'm definitely not revealing that I'm an attorney because people will be like, she's smart, we got to get her out, and I'm here to stay, baby. How will you crush your enemies? I think I'll crush my enemies by being very close to them. I think they're gonna think that I'm an ally, but really I'm their enemies, and so they're not gonna see me coming, like I said before, and I'll send someone back out the door if I have to. What are you bringing to the show that nobody's seen before? I think what I'll bring to the show is that you've never seen before is someone who's super in touch with their emotions. I'm someone who's not going to react immediately. I'm going to really hold my cards close to my chest, and I feel like a lot of the other house guests are and I feel like a lot of the other house guests in the past, they're like a damn leaky Chipotle burrito. They are leaking information left and right. That's true. That's pretty annoying. And I'm going to be the type to keep information in until it reaches my benefit to share or spread it. So, okay, that makes sense. At the same time, what if other house guests expose her information to other people because people don't trust her? Then what? right? What makes Big Brother such a successful show? I think Big Brother is such a success because it brings people together, brings together a group of authentic people. I think every season that's something that we can say, whether you love them or you hate them, is that it seems like everyone's really their authentic selves. And I think they pick people that are their authentic selves. And people love to connect to people that relate to them. Whether it's the underdog, whether it's the pageant girl, the athlete, the geek, I think there's someone for everyone to root for. And I think people in America love to see that representation. Also, the diversity, I think that is amazing. And it's something that Big Brother and CBS do so well so that, again, people can see a representation of themselves. And also, Big Brother is just fun and exciting. The gameplay, the competitions, all that, I think everything together, it just has this perfect blend of entertainment. Why do you think you'll be the one to watch this summer? I think I'll be the one to watch this summer because I'm really goofy and funny. I definitely have my funny, sassy side. I'm going to bring that side of me, but I also think I'm going to be a really strategic player, like I said before. So I think people will love to see the strategy behind my thought process and the behind the scenes because my other house guests won't see how I build my social capital in the game. It depends. Would you be open to a showmance? If they send me someone who's tall, handsome, nice smile, and charismatic, I think I might be in trouble because I definitely am a flirt and a lover girl. Will you be more of a hero or a villain in the house? I think I could be both a hero or a villain. I think I'm really sweet and I'm really bubbly and I'm just a nice one person in general. So in that instance, I'll be a hero. I'm also going to be someone who, like what happened during Taylor season, would not go down with me. I'm someone to stick up against the bullies and I'm someone to speak my piece. My ancestors fought for me to have a voice, so I'm going to have a voice when it matters. But I think that could also translate to being a villain because I'm outspoken and I'm going to say what I need to say when I want to say it. Okay, from seeing all this, I honestly think that Ashley's going to play more of a villain role, in my opinion, just from reading that. I mean, I had a feeling that she was going to play a villain, be a villain. I don't know, just a gut instinct. Do you plan on keeping? No, I already did that one. Where was I again? Oh yeah, yeah. What's your biggest secret weapon in the house? I think my secret weapon is my brain. The brain is very expensive. Georgetown was $250,000, like I said. What? To Georgetown? Holy crap. Like I said, I can see at the forefront what's happening, not only just now, but also thinking 10 steps ahead of you. And so I think I won't just be looking at what's in front of me, but also how each vote is going to impact my future in the game. And so, yeah, I think my mental strength is my biggest strength. This one's a long one. What's your history with Big Brother? I would say I'm definitely a big fan of the show. I've been watching since I was a little girl. I remember Big Brother when it was giving Big Brother After Dark. If you know, you know. And so, yeah, I'm a big fan of the show. Okay, another super fan. And I admire the game's social strategy. My favorite players are Kesar, Janelle, and Tyler, and even Andy, which I mean, maybe to some people that's controversial, but I thought Andy's social game was excellent. He played both sides of the house, so much to the point where neither side even knew that he was playing for them. And I think I'm going to take little drops of each of my favorite players and bring that into the game this season. What's on your BB bucket list? To just make friendships that will last a lifetime? I'm a girl's girl, but also some bromances here and there. And I think I'll also add to that showmance on my BB bucket list. What will be the easiest and hardest parts of being a house guest? I think the easiest part of being a house guest will definitely be friendships. I love making new friends. I'm a friendly girl. I'd like to think that of myself, and I think the hardest thing that will definitely be watching your best friends go home. I think you're living with these people every day. They become your family, and of course, it's going to be sad for people to leave, but also get out because I'm trying to win that 750K, but it will be sad. Wow, this is a pretty long one. So Ashley's going to be based on how I'm going to see it, I think Ashley's going to be a major part of the story for Big Brother 27. But I think she'll play similar to a Chelsea game. I do see her being a little mean throughout the season. I think she'll play similar to a Chelsea game, and after Chelsea pulling off a perfect game last time, I don't think that she's going to do as good as Chelsea. I think she will make it to jury, so that's nice. But with that being said, yeah, I think that's about it. Okay, Ava, fourth person. Oh, okay. I might need to split this video into multiple parts now that I'm realizing this right now. So I'm gonna see if I can do like the first 8 people first in this first part, and the first 8 people in the second part, just to like I don't know, space it all out or some, I don't know. Ava Pearl, a 24-year-old originally from Long Island, New York, who's now also living in New York, New York. And she's an aura painter. Huh. Describe what you do for a living. I am an art instructor for teenagers and kids in an after-school program. I also paint aura portraits for people in various New York City parks. When I'm making an aura portrait of somebody, I sit them down, I draw them, and I paint what I see around them so the colors that I think best reflect them as a person, and those colors indicate to me who they are as a person, what they may think, and how they may view the world, etc. What's your reaction again to play Big Brother? I'm so excited that I'm on Big Brother. It honestly feels surreal. Why do you want to compete on Big Brother? I want to compete on Big Brother for the money. Yeah, I need the money. I live in New York. It ain't cheap there. Yeah. Why will you win, Big Brother? I'll be the one to win, Big Brother, because I need the money the most. I'm broke as hell, and I will do what it takes to win that 750K. Wow, now that is what I call honesty. So far, I'm liking Ava the most. That that's. I love the honesty. That's what we need right now. What are your biggest strengths? My strengths at going to the game is the fact that I can read people's auras for a living. So I literally read people as my job, and I'm ready to take that skill into the Big Brother house and read all the house guests down. Biggest weakness. My weaknesses in the game is the fact that I'm an emotional artist. I was also raised by strong Long Island Italian, so my emotions may at times get the better of me. And I am known for not taking crap. I've lived in New York for a long time now. I was raised by extremely strong women who tell it like it is, and I'm not afraid to do the same. Do you plan on keeping any secrets about yourself from the other house guests? I would like to hide the fact that I know how to read people's auras in the house, mainly just because number one, I don't need them freaking out thinking I'm a witch, and two, I don't need them knowing my secret weapon. What's going to be your secret weapon in the house? My secret weapon is knowing exactly who they are, just by my first glance at them, seeing all their amazing and or horrible colors. Well, people's colors can change, so let's see how. I wonder how she's gonna do. Would you be open to a showmance? Hell no! No, absolutely not! There is no showmance in the cards. Number one, I have a boyfriend. Hey, you never know, she might cheat on him. Number two, all the guys I like could not pass the background check to get in here. Oh, wow, really? Oh, okay, that's gonna be interesting. I think she likes bad boys. Oh, that I like this person so far. This is funny. Will you be more of a hero or a villain in the house? I am not afraid to be the villain if I have to this season. I'm going to go in there and win my money. If I have to be super villain, I gotta be the super villain. Okay, I don't think she's gonna live up to that super villain motif. I don't think she will, but hey. How will you crush your enemies? I'll crush my enemies in this house by using these go-go boots to walk all over them. That's a metaphor, of course. Or you get what I mean. I am not afraid. These boots were made for walking, and that's what they're gonna do. Right to my 750K. What you bringing to the show that nobody's seen before? Big Brother has never seen anybody like me. I'm a strong Italian, proud woman from New York City, which also loves to remake her auras, love to align her chakras, love to get everything all together in a nice, cute 1960s package. Y'all never seen this before. What's your fan level with Big Brother? I'm a huge fan of Big Brother. However, I would like to say the super fan of Big Brother would be my little brother, Nolan, who convinced me to even apply for all this. He makes these fantasy leagues for all the seasons and all the different players, and he convinced me to do this. Big Brother was one of the ways I could really connect with my little brother. That's awesome. Tell us a little bit about yourself in the outside world and how that's prepared you for Big Brother. So I'm an artist living in New York City, which means competitiveness is built into my system. To get any job in New York City, to get any artistic opportunity, to hustle in the parks, you have to have the mentality to be able to keep going, going, going. Okay, so perseverance, all right, and I'm ready to bring that into the Big Brother house. What's your strategy going into the house? My strategy into this house is to use what the universe has given me, my ability to see auras, my ability to listen to my gut, and my ability to backstab any of the people that I need to get to that 750K. What will be the easiest and hardest parts of being a house guest? I would say the easiest thing about being in the Big Brother house is probably going to be the fact that I'll be chilling, relaxing in the pool, rather than hustling in the streets of New York City. In here, I know everybody's trying to backstab me. Out there, they're trying to backstab me too, but they'll do it for free. I would imagine, honestly, the hardest thing for me is not seeing my family, not being able to make my aura portraits, having a pencil and a paper that I usually have. I'm an artist. That's how I express my feelings. So she might be somewhat ill-equipped for Big Brother, but then again, it does sound to me like she is a super fan because she has watched the show with her brother. So, but she might be somewhat ill-equipped to handle the social things. But she can have a really, but she apparently she can read people's auras and she can read people's faces and yeah, apparently I don't know. Her social game I feel like is going to be more of a mixed bag. We'll see. What makes Big Brother such a successful show? Big Brother is such a success for at least for me. I know in my life because it's legendary. It gaps generations. It brings me my aunt who loves Big Brother, that's been watching it since the first season, my little brother who just turned 18, and me, 24 years old. We all sit together and we watch Big Brother and we love every single minute of it. It's generational, it's iconic, and it's legendary. Why will you be the player to watch this season? I will be the player to watch this summer because I am the iconic player that's going to do whatever it takes to win that money. What's your favorite moment in Big Brother history? I would say my favorite moment, just because I experienced it watching it on TV, is probably when Taylor Hale won. That was at least my favorite moment ever on Big Brother. I think she is one of the best players of all time, if not the strongest player. All right, that's it for Ava and could she be in the showmance? Maybe, but I kind of agree with Ava. I don't see it happening with her. But the fact that they even hinted that she might be in a showmance, hey, we don't have let's not discard it just yet. Discard the possibility of that happening. How do I think Ava will do as a player? I think she could do all right, but I think that she's going to be eliminated. I think she could be a Lorelai, maybe, but I could totally see her as an early boot. I'm not really sure how to place her though. I don't. I don't really. I was originally thinking that she might have a chance to win, but I don't know. I think I'll give her like a 2% chance of winning, give or take. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna give it to her. Next is Clifton Will Williams, a 50-year-old originally from Wallace, South Carolina, now living in Charlotte, North Carolina, and he's a college sports podcaster. Oh, a college sports podcaster. That's going to be exciting. What's your reaction to getting to play Big Brother? I am so excited to be on Big Brother because this has been a one of those cherry things on top of the cake for S long, and I've been able to accomplish this. And just being in the house is amazing. What you bringing to the show that nobody's seen before? I don't think you've ever had a contestant like Captain Will. Oh, we have a Doctor Will, and now we have a Captain Will. Oh, there's been a ton of contestants that have been on Big Brother over the years and years and years, but I don't think you ever had someone who is quite like me, who brings the energy, who brings the joy, who brings the love, who's a veteran of 22 years in the service. Oh, he's a veteran. Wow, that's actually pretty awesome. Who got 5 kids, 9 grandkids, who love the show and is going to bring someone way different than what has ever happened before. Oh wow, Mr. Clifton Will Williams, thank you for your service, man. That's really awesome. Tell us a little bit about yourself on the outside world and how that has prepared you for Big Brother. I dare to think that there will be anybody in the house who's going to be sleeping beside me or we're chopping it up outside has had many life experiences that I've had. And I think those life experiences is going to help me out. It might hurt me because I think I might be that know-it-all person and I'm about to temper that down. Oh god damn it, I'm gonna need to pause the video real quick. I'm sorry about that, guys. It was actually my dentist. I actually have a dentist appointment coming up next week, so that was that person. So, yeah. Tell me a little bit about your life in the outside world. I dare to think that there will be anybody up in this house who is going to be sleeping beside me or we're chopping it up outside has had many life experiences that I've had, and I think those life experiences is going to help me. It might hurt me because I might be that know-it-all person, and I'm about to temper that down. But I really think that I'm prepared to be in a house with 15 other folks trying to win this money. It's just like a gut feeling, so to speak, and although I've never been sequestered away in a house with 15 individuals like this per se, I mean, being in Iraq or being in a military school for 6 months, I think that it will help me a bit. I've heard and I've seen some of the contestants moan and complain about, I want to go home, I miss my mom, I miss my family, I miss my wife, I miss my kids. But you knew all that stuff when you signed up. That's true. I think he will be an early boot. I do think he'll be a little mean, but I think he could do better than some of the old competitors that we've seen in the past. So I think that's going to be cool. That's what's going to be make. I think that's what's going to stand out for him. What's something you plan to keep secret for the rest of the house? I'm not going to tell the house guests that I did 22 years in the army. That is not going to happen. No way, shape, or form. I'm not walking in on day one with a target on my back because people are going to insinuate, people going to make up whatever the case, whatever agendas that they may have and fill in the gaps. I'm going to walk in the house as a regular guy who's got a podcast talking women's basketball. Why will you win, Big Brother? I think that my time in the military, the 22 years in the service, and my ability to manipulate and adopt and pivot from various different situations is going to help me win Big Brother, honestly. And then I'll be the oldest one who has ever won Big Brother. I know the stats. I just turned 50, and I'll be the oldest one to win the show. I don't know about that, but we'll see. How will you crush your enemies? I'm going to crush my enemies because, number one, I know when I can walk into the house, I'll probably be the oldest one there. So everything they've done, I've done it 2 or 3 times. So I'm going to utilize my knowledge, the expertise, the wisdom. Because the gray hair is not just a prop, it's real. So the gray hair shows that I've been there a little while. And I'm going to use everything that they think they know. I'm going to use it against them. I'm going to work these young kids like a puppet master. I don't think that'll happen. I think he might be a potential early target. I'm telling you, I can't wait for it. I can't wait. There's been a lot of old people who came to the show, but you got a lot of old people act old. So I just turned 50. I turned 50 about a month ago, and I'm not old. But I know I'm going to go into a show where you have 21, 22, 25-year-olds. I'm going to be that cool old dude that everybody wants to hang out with. I'm going to I'm going to be that cool dude, cool old dude that just want to chop it up. I'm going to be that cool old dude that you just want to sit around the couch or sit outside. Sorry about that. Playing some pool and learn from the table of Captain Will. That's what I'm gonna bring that's different. You have a lot of cats when you're older who want to stay off to themselves or want to be the mom or to be the dad or be whatever. I'm not trying to be that dude. I'm trying to be the cool cat in the room and I want them to follow me. All right. You can tell he is an old person by him saying the word coolest cat. What are your biggest strengths? Ability to build relationships. That's number one. I'm a relationship builder, team builder. I love to talk. As you can probably see, I'm just able to fit into whatever situations that would benefit me the most in the game. That's what they all say, but we'll see. And understanding it's a game, this is a game. I'm not taking anything personal. Maybe, but we'll see. The object of this game is to win 750K. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win the money and be holding that check at the end, and for Julie to be calling my name. My strengths going into the game is my ability to pivot and my ability to react to whatever happens. I know it's expect the unexpected, but bring it. I'm down for the unexpected because I can change, I can morph. Okay, so he's adaptable. Alright, I can do whatever it takes for me to win the money. What's your biggest weakness? I don't have any weaknesses. Is that being blunt? I don't think I have any weaknesses, which might be a weakness. That's probably a weakness of mine that I don't think I have any weaknesses. So I mean, you can use the age thing, but I don't give a damn about age. That doesn't mean anything else to me. Okay, yeah, I think he's gonna be a little arrogant this season, and he could potentially be an early boot. He might make it to jury, but I don't see him making it too far. What makes Big Brother such a successful show? I think the social experience of putting 16 different personalities into a room, into a house, and just watching it marinate and bake is so cool. I think it's much different than some of these other reality TV shows because it's 24/7. And you got so many different microphones and so many different angles. It's like, okay, cut, and then move on like that. I think as it happens, you see it as a sausage being made. I think it's real cool. And then the variety of the cast and the issues that develop once you're in the house is just an incubator for so long. And we just watch it and we laugh. How are you going to approach the competitions? I want to win. I'm a winner, so I want to win. I want to I want to get out and get off the couch and do what I've been talking about for a long time in regards to the competitions or regards to the relationships, because we can always be that armchair quarterback and say, here's what I do, here's what I won't do. I won this immunity, I won this advantage, and I'm not going to tell anybody. And the first thing you do, you tell somebody, I want to utilize all this stuff that I've been saying for years and years and years in live, in color, and for everybody to judge and see. All right? I'm going to need to pause because I have to go to the bathroom real quick. All right, what's my strategy? What's your strategy going into the game? My strategy is to get 4 people on my side. All right, not bad. I'm walking into the house targeting 4 folks, 2 females, 2 males on my team. Captain Will's team, I talk about basketball, so I guess I'm building my own basketball team when I get into the Big Brother house. Alright, so he's basically already trying to get some allies. That's actually going to be pretty nice. So I guess I love analytics, I love facts and figures, I love numbers. So my starting lineup, my basketball team of males and females. And when I'm building this team, I'm looking at the person who has a perception that they can win a competition. So you need some dogs on your team. You also want someone who's the ultimate Big Brother know-it-all, who's seen every episode backwards and forwards, and who knows some of the strategies that I might not know in the realm of Big Brother because they watch every season over and over and over again. I want that type of person on my team. Alright, he's not going to be short of options there. I want a person who is, if not as old as me, pretty close to old as me, so we have something in common. So we can talk about jacked up knees, so that we can talk about blood pressure medication, so we can talk about things like that. So we can vibe on some level like that. I want a team that does not necessarily look like me because I want to catch people off guard. You see a 6-foot, somewhat athletic black man who served in the military, you want to look at them a certain way. But my team is going to be made up of all different flavors and colors and nationalities, and we're going to run this game. And that's when it's time to cut my team. When that time does come, then it happens. What's your Big Brother bucket list? Okay, Zingbot, that's a given. Oh yeah, he's a super fan. Yep, he's a super fan of this game. Zingbot always comes every year. I want that. I want all the smoke with that. I want my kids to clown me when I get home. I want the costumes. I want a crazy costume. I want the worst. I really do. Because my wife and I, we typically dress up for Halloween, so we always make poke fun at ourselves. Last time we dressed up, I think I was a pimp. A pimp? So I have fun making fun of myself. So that would be cool. OTEV. That's always nice. Oh, and the one where you're writing on the comic book thing. Oh, BB Comics, because I'm a Marvel nerd. So to see me as a comic book, oh my god, that'd be insane. You can vote me out then. That's cool. Okay, well, this is interesting. I was originally going to say that he's going to be an early boot. I do think he will be an early boot, but he has a good chance of being mean. But hey, if he does end up being nice, if he does end up being nice, if he does end up being a nice person, like he doesn't do any like controversial things, whatever, he could potentially be in the running for a favorite house guest. I think he's either going to be very loved or very hated. I think we'll have to wait and see what happens. And okay, I think given how long that this video has been taken, I think this person is Zay is going to be the last person I'm going to do for this part, and then the next part I'm going to go over some more house guests. I might split this into 3 parts now. Now that I think about it, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Last up is Isaiah Zay Friedrich, a 23-year-old originally from Paducah, Kentucky, who's now living in Provo, Utah, who's a salesperson. Why will you win, Big Brother? I know I have what it takes to win Big Brother because I'm going to be the most fierce competitor out there, physically, socially, and mentally. I'm going to sweep away the competition like a janitor. I'll be the one to win Big Brother because I'm the most well-rounded that's going to be in the house. So he's aiming for a well-rounded game. I have the physical aspects. I'm going to kill in the competition. I can totally see him being a comp piece. I actually totally do. I have the mental game on lock, and I have the social game. The other two I think we'll have to wait and see. I know I'm going to get along with everybody in the house. You don't know that. I'm going to be able to vibe with everybody. I'm going to be able to kind of chameleon myself and make sure that everybody likes me. Again, I think we'll have to wait and see what happens. I think he will end up being a comp piece and people will pay attention to him. And I'm vibing with all the people in the house, all the other house guests. I'm going to kill the competitions. That'll be one of my strengths. I'm smart up here, but I'm also strong as an athletic. What's your reaction to getting to play Big Brother? It feels insane to be a house guest on Big Brother 27. It's been a long process and it's kind of felt like it's never going to come. And now all of a sudden, it's just here out of nowhere and it feels unreal. Okay, so from the sounds of it, he's been applying for years. So that's good, pretty good. What's your secret weapon? I would say my adaptability is my secret weapon. Again, that's not really a secret weapon, but we'll see. That I can fit in any situation, I can adapt, and it doesn't bother me. I'm so go with the flow that you can throw me any situation. I can mix and mingle over here with these people, won't bother me. I can turn up on these ones, make friends with these ones, and I'm going to be chilling. What's your strategy in going into the game? Honestly, I have zero strategy right now going to the Big Brother house. Honesty, yes, I love the honesty. I'm already liking Zay as well, even though I think he will be a little bit mean in the Big Brother house. I'm gonna call it, but I like the honesty that he's providing right now. I mean, Zay could be a source of entertainment, maybe. He could be a funny guy. I mean, it's possible. I don't know how he's gonna do, but I can tell he might be an entertaining house guest just from hearing this. But yes, I love the honesty. But I feel like I'm very adaptable and I'm good at going with the flow and adapting my game set to the game. I think from that honesty, I think he'll at least make it to jury. That's how I think now. Every house guest is so unique and there's so many different dynamics all playing into each other, so much excitement, new challenges. Every season, new twists, and so I think it makes it always really exciting to watch where people will watch it 25 years later. I think being in a house with 15 other house guests from all different walks of life is super interesting, and I'm excited to learn from them, compete with them, beat them, and also learn a lot about myself in the process. Why will you be the player to watch this season? Because I'm gonna be so fun. People are not gonna be able to keep their eyes off of me. They're gonna be logging into the live cams and watching me. I don't know, eat, plot, strategize, all that good stuff. I don't know. They're gonna uh I don't know, eat, plot, strategize, all the good stuff. You don't know? Oh, that is funny. Oh, he will be underestimated. Will you be open to a showmance? My intention is to not enter a showmance, honestly. I know the viewers probably will not want to hear that. My intention is to win 750k, and I know a showmance is going to put that in jeopardy. And so my eyes are on the prize. I would be very surprised if they put a girl in here that was worth sacrificing all that money for. Hey, you never know. Will you be more of a hero or a villain? Honestly, I want to kind of play the hero role a little bit this season, just because your votes really come in clutch at the end. And my intention is to go to the end, and I don't want to make too many enemies. I want to play smart enough to where people respect my game, but I don't want to make so many enemies and be a villain that I don't get a vote at the end. I'm gonna play a good game, but if I walk away in second place, that would kind of blow. Yeah, that would be devastating. What's your approach to competitions? I feel like I could easily make myself too much of a target early in the game, too much early on if I come out and I'm doing a little too much. Okay, some honesty, I like that, or win a little bit too much off the bat and make myself a little bit of a target. Have people gunning for me right off the right of the rip. Alright, a bit of honesty. The way okay. He's really good at analyzing himself. That's promising, but we'll see what happens. What's something you plan on to keep secret from the rest of the house? I haven't decided yet if I want to talk about the fact that I do sales. I feel like it can go either way because I've seen people get targeted for being in sales. Really, that really sucks. But I also know I don't really think I can hold up a lie very well long term. I feel like it's gonna slip, and so part of me feels like I might just get out of the way early and just hope that they don't target me because of it. How will you crush your enemies? I'm going to crush my enemies in multiple ways. I'm going to crush them in competitions. I believe that, and maybe have power that way. But I'm also going to crush them mentally. I'm not afraid to backstab, blindside somebody when the timing is right. Pull a big move in the game in order to put myself on top and kick somebody else out of the house. I'll be honest with you. I do think he would actually pull something like that. I think he would do something like that. In all honesty. So, with that being said, I think he could do pretty decent. I mean, I think he will be a little controversial, but he will certainly be an entertaining house guest to watch from reading all this. So with that being said, I think I'm going to stop here for now. I'm kind of running out of breath. I'm not running out of breath, but I'm kind of starting to lose my voice from speaking so much. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll post the next part later. Peace.